So good evening everybody and welcome back to FTRL. It is week 7 of season 32 and we arrive here at Kyoto, Yamagiwa for this week's final mixed event, and the Mazdas and the Ferraris on track tonight. It's a sprint race followed by the endurance. GT2 and GT3 on track, and they've provided us with 6 weeks incredible racing so far, so just 2 more to bask in before this season gets wrapped up, and we have our first match point for a championship tonight. Zomlar can wrap up the GT3 championship tonight if results go his way, so keep an eye on him. But also we've got, of course, that titanic battle at the front between the 2 men who are currently tip to tip. Turn 1, blue flag and unsafe release. They have been battling hard all season. Unsafe release currently holds the advantage, but blue flag is right there behind him, or right there in front of him, as they are currently making out in the outer part of turn 1. Going into tonight's race, and so qualifying will be beginning shortly, and then of course later on we've got our reverse grid feature race coming from in the Ferraris. And now we are on the reverse layout here, which is not something we do a lot of in FTRL. But Kyoto is a good circuit both ways round, so it's going to be interesting. Some difficult challenges on the reverse layout, especially the downhill section into the sort of chicane that starts climbing back up the hill. Then also some long sweeping corners, and so the there's somebody, I believe that was Joker, has just broken up that little smooch session in turn 1 it was. So we are just waiting then for qualifying to commence, so we'll do that. Have a look at the standings, shall we? How do things like coming into the penultimate week of the season already? Flown by once again. Waiting on Owen. Oh, of course we are. Fucking hell, Owen, hurry up. Right then, in GT2 coming into this week, then unsafe release leads the way on 259 points. Blue flag though is right behind him on 248. Still plenty of points to play for, so anything can happen. And Joker is still keeping them very honest as well in third on 222. Of course, he was off the podium last week, with Mikey then taking the third step on the podium on his return to GT2. So Joker had to make do with 4, so a little bit more work to do to try and retain his championship, but anything can happen, especially with these Mazdas. They are tricky cars, we've seen it already this season multiple times. That could set up for an exciting race later on then. In 4th then is Glyn on 175, he leads sort of the best of the rest, with Odon behind him on 160, Derek on 151, Face Potter on 129, and Matman on 121, and Mikey on 39. So Mikey needs to pull his finger out there because he's quite way off. He's had a bit of a shocking season in GT2. Just kidding. Step down. In GT3, as I mentioned already, Zom leads the way on 170.6 class wins to his name this season, as well as that overall podium at the Red Bull Ring. He is currently 48 points clear of Stufa, which means he just really needs to outscore Stufa tonight, and he will be champion. Depending on how Stufa's night goes, but all being well, Zom could wrap it up tonight. Meanwhile, it's further back, there's still plenty of battles to go on then. Stufa on 122, Nobby Norris is third on 113, so he's keeping him honest. Monte Carlo is 4th, but he's missing tonight. However, he's got a fairly, quite a shit replacement, I think. Some noob called T. Smith filling in for him, so I'm not expecting much from him, but he should be able to pick up some points. Beach is 5th in the standings, although has now dropped out for the remainder of the season. Then we've got Arcane back on 49 points and Static Shocker on 22. So then, still waiting for Odom. For God's sake, Owen, what are you doing, Owen? It's better be good. We're holding up great racing action here, and we are sick of it. So hurry the hell up. What does tonight look like in terms of the race format? So of course we've got qualifying coming up shortly, and then it is, I believe it's 12 laps of the sprint race. Let me just have a look. It's 11 laps, so 11 laps of the sprint race. Oh, here he is finally. It's even on this thing, look, join FTRL 8:30 on Thursdays. It is now 8:37, Owen. What the hell are you doing? Pull your finger out, son. So 11 lap sprint race coming up. Of course, they are all on the same sports soft tyres, which just makes these cars a little bit more tricky to drive. And then the endurance race is 32 laps of the Yamagiwa layout. Not the full layout, of course. We've got the Yamagiwa and the Miyabi layout. which is the other slightly smaller part, but they can be joined together to make a Super GT circuit. So we're just doing the Yamagiwa one, which is kind of the bigger of the two halves of it, if you will. Quite some long punishing corners around here then, so we'll be working out the front left tyre. We're doing the clockwise variant, of course, with it being reversed. So keep an eye out for strategies playing out in the main race. Blue Flag is begging in the chat, unsafe, to have a night off and let them take it to next week. No one likes to beg, Simon, come on. Right, and it looks like qualifying is about to commence. So 10 minutes qualifying about to kick off any second now. That's a bit of practice getting in then. So as it stands in practice, unsafe is about a quarter of a second up on Blue Flag. Is that going to play out in qualifying? We'll find out right about now then. We'll go on board with Zom because he's probably going to be the first one out. And he is, and away we go then. So, coming out onto track. Lights flashing, horn blaring. This car's making their way out then. Got just Mikey in the Rexy livery. And now Joker's slightly amended his livery this week. Bit more of an old-fashioned Bumblebee look about it, which he said he'd be running for the last 2 weeks. So we'll see what he's got in store for his Ferrari a little bit later on as well. He's put a couple of liveries in the chat, in the Discord, so let's see what comes out a little bit later on. Derek there is in a plain silver livery, then maybe the livery hasn't loaded. Face Potter has moved over to the Green Goblin livery this week. Now making his way around. Mattman in the Newcastle one. Of course, Newcastle, I'm sure, will be quite in good spirits after last night. We love it when Man United get beat. Nobby knows, of course, in the classic Mazda Renown livery. I came back there in his Red Bull livery. Blue Flag in his silver livery and Static Shocker. I thought he changed colours. It was just like dark in the shadow there in his traditional red, shiny blue and white livery then. T. Smith, of course, will not be qualifying as he's filling in.
Hey, I love it when Man United lose too.
Oh, surprise everybody.
Surprise!
There's another man in the chat. Who is it?
Oh,
Hello.
hi team.
Welcome. It's been a while, Mr. Taylor.
It has been. How are we, mate?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, I can't complain. I cannot complain. Well, I can't Owen.
Right then, well, Zom's going to come round and he's going to take us on a lap of Kyoto Yamagiwa then. So, start, finish straight across the line. The lights go down because that's going to be adding more resistance, and it's hard braking, left-hand hairpin. Down second gear, the back end immediately starting to slip out. As the corner gets the power down onto the curb on the right-hand side.
Tottenham red card.
Oh, love that. Short spurt and down a gear into this high-speed chicane section. Plenty of curbs on the right and the left. Keep the speed up. And then over to the left hand side as we come over the crest. Find your braking marker for the next hairpin, right hander this time. Down second gear, plenty of track there. The circuit opens up nicely. And so I'm getting right over to the right hand side there. I think he's taking a long way around. The lights come up again. He's pushed the button. It's down the hill now into this tricky chicane. To the right, left, right. And then it starts to build the speed. That'll be very tricky. The Ferraris later on, then up over the hill we go. Hills there in the background, then through the left-hand kink, and now we've got this long right-hander uphill as well in this layout. We'll try and hug the inside as long as you can before opening the throttle and the steering up. It's a bit easier in these Mazdas than it is in the Ferraris later on. And now we start climbing over the crest, hit the highest point of the circuit, and now we start to plunge down the hill and through the S's.
Oh, the left plunge me.
Oh, daddy. Through the right. Bit of a left there to get the car settled. As he snakes his way through. And then down to the final corner. Long right-hand hairpin again. Hug the inside. Speed washing off before you find your exit point. Pick the throttle up. And now it is a short spurt to the line.
What a shit lap.
And a 1 minute 50 flat from Zom, which is immediately beaten by Stufa, who does a 49.2, and then Unsafe, who does a 48.3. That's just Joker.
Pathetic from Zom. I need your share screen on, Lee.
Oh,
possibly.
I can do that.
Because the room's full, apparently.
Yeah. What do I need to do? It's the wrong button.
Yes.
Let's see what's...
Pagani, I shall be. I shall be.
Oh, there's a Dark Bolt in the chat. Good evening, sir. How are you, John?
Ah, it's the Dark Bolt. He's not German, is he?
No. He's very British.
He's very British. Is he more British than me?
I don't know about that. I mean, you're probably, because you're like about 90% Indian.
Oh, bloody fuck. No, don't. No. Do you know what was difficult today? It was the Cricket World Cup semi-final, and it was India versus England, and I didn't know where to put my loyalties.
You could win
I
either way.
wasn't sure.
Yeah, well, you did. I mean, you did get. Well, your team won, and you got a prize as well.
I did, yeah. Very true.
Like
I just sort of spend half my day gently rotating my right wrist from left to right all the time. You know, the sort of little Indian hand dance that they do.
Yes.
Or that we do, should I say.
The sort of the light bulb turning thing.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, first laps in the board, and Unsafe Release is on provisional pole. Joker, though, over half a second behind him, and Blue Flag also within just over a tenth of a second. He's caught Matman, however, on this lap.
Oh,
but he's purple by 0.6, so he is flying. It's going to go on up here then. Joker to the line. Does not improve. Unsafe does not improve. Blue Flag has had to slow down because he's caught Matman, so he is backed off.
Oh shit! I was sort of Blue Flag phoned me today, and I forgot to ring him back.
Oh, do it now.
Yeah, should I do it now?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll ring him. He won't answer, will he?
That's a bit rude.
Isn't it?
So, as it stands, Joker still second, Blue Flag third.
Wow.
Steve
Forwarded my call.
Unbelievable. Steve in fourth, having a really good end to the season, and he's threatened some good results this season, and his Mazda has caught him out more than once. Spa being the most recent example. He was also on for a good run at Abu Dhabi in week 1 before a spin put him down the order, but he's been stringing it together the last couple of weeks. Class win at Spa, and then a good fifth overall last week. So, Stufa in good form at the minute. He rounds the hairpin, fourth in the moment as well. It's Odon in fifth. Of course, he's got to try and take the GT3 title to the last week, where Zom down in P9 at the minute, and with a half-second penalty. He's not going to be qualifying. I came back, so also going well around here, currently P10. Ahead of Derek and Mikey.
Quickly go off that screen.
Didn't see anything. No, see there. Now, Mikey's 12 seconds up on Nobby Norris. Now, I know Mikey's can be quick, but I don't think he's that quicker than Nobby Norris. So I think Nobby's quite hooked a lap up yet.
The other way round normally.
Well, he's 12 seconds up on this lap, so that's a big improvement already in Sector 1. Unsafe into the 47s.
I'll tell you what I thought earlier, Lee.
Go on.
I don't like Owen.
Don't like Owen?
No.
Understandable. But any particular reason?
No, that was it. That was it.
That was it? No. Yeah. Well, Glyn and the aforementioned Owen have now jumped ahead of Stufa, so Glyn now 4th, Owen 5th. Relegating Stufa down to 6th. Pagani has been thriving on watching Man United fans crying on TikTok.
I respect it. So I and Pagani have been friends for so many years.
Mikey says, fuck this car around here. I mean, is there anything you won't fuck, Mikey? Sex
That's
pest.
Very true. That is
Absolute
very
sex
true.
pest. Absolute.
Yep. Oh, Crystal Palace 2-1. Yes.
Spurs are going down, going down.
Oh, God, imagine.
Oh, my God. Oh, blue flag. Commitment through the chicane there, sideways, and again, grinding on the exit curb.
I wonder if Mikey's actually figured out that I'm doing comms yet, because he can't be happy about it.
Well, he's in the pits having a cry wank, I think.
Yeah.
Norris has jumped up to P10, so he's finally got a lap hooked up, 1 minute 50.6. Puts him pretty much equidistant between Zom and I came back in P10. So getting towards the end of the session now, unsafe release. Still sitting pretty on top with that 47.2. Joker has got within half a second. He's also now into the 47s, or the 47.8. Can blue flag string a lap together. He is currently mired down at a 48.4 at the final corner. Derek improves his best time.
Ah, Biggles! Hello!
Marginal improvement from Sai, but only 37,000, stays in third.
1.1 seconds off of unsafe. That is pure domination from the German driver. Like, blue flag must feel pathetic right now.
I mean, he was only to what, about a quarter of a second off in practice, so there is a 47 in Sai. He's just not found it.
I disagree.
Check all your cavities, Sai. Oh, there we go. Purple in sector 1.
Nah, might last long. He'll have a wobble over the curbs in a minute. Somebody's facing the wrong way at the bottom of the hill.
So they are. Who is it? It was Stufa. No, it's not.
Mike.
There's somebody else there. It's Static Shocker.
Yeah. Here comes Si. He's going to bugger it up over this curb.
It's a slide.
Ooh, ooh.
He's committed. He's committed. Oh, very. What?
What's he doing?
Passion and commitment. He's down to, well, he's 3/10 up on his personal best. That's not going to be enough to jump ahead of Joker. He needs to find some more time over the second half of the lap. Joker is over the curbs into the wall, so he's not going to be improving. Admire the commitment.
I've decided already that I'm looking forward to this.
There's not been a bad race in GT2 or GT3 all season. Unsafe is not improving on that lap. Every single race has been a banger.
Speaking of Jews, have we got any Tottenham fans in?
Is Graham here?
No, they're losing 2-1 and they've had a red card. It's good.
Was it Romero got sent off by any chance?
No, Van der Ven.
Oh.
Romero's already out.
Yeah.
And now they've now got Kevin Danso and João Palhinha playing centre back.
Wowzers. Blue flag to the line. Does he improve? He does, but only by 63,000 of a second then, so...
Owen, go away, please. Because I don't think you're telling me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Hashtag court reference, hashtag Luke's lawyer.
So then it looks like everybody across the line, and so unsafe release is on to pole position for tonight's sprint race, and Joker will be joining him on the front row. Blue flag lining up third alongside Glynn in fourth, and Odon in fifth. Stufa qualifying P6 alongside him on the third row. Face Potter in seventh alongside Matman. Then it's Derek in ninth and Zom in 10th. Nobby Norris 11th. IK back P12. Mikey's 13th. Static Shocker is 14th, and Mr. Smith
Derek McDonald
is P15th, standing in for Stufa. Not Stufa, for Monte Carlo.
A fun fact about Mr. Derek McDonald, one of the most committed cricket players I've ever seen.
He is, yes.
How long till the C's part on Smith's in first? End of lap 2. End of lap 2, he'll be in the top 3.
No, I'm saying Phillips might give him a race, but we'll see.
I hope someone takes him out. I hope Tom has a really bad night.
You know what to do, Mike. Unsafe release set on pole by half a second, and that is dominance once again in these Mazdas. And Joker, though, reigning champion, joins him on the front row. Blue flag in third with Glynn alongside him. Odon and Stufa, Face Potter and Matman are rounding out the top 8. It's Derek and Zom, Nobby Norris and I came back, Mikey and Static Shocker, and T. Smith then on the back row. So we have the reigning GT1, GT2 and GT3 champs all on track at the same time. Unsafe, the slowest German in FTRL, Fever for the win. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Get very much on board with that then. So, any prediction? 3-1 Palace apparently.
Owen, can you stop ruining it for me, please? I'm watching it on LTV and I'm about 20 seconds behind.
I think predictions in the chat, please. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Lee, it's 3-1 Palace.
Oh my God, this is new information.
It's made us far.
I thought he scored against Liverpool. Prick.
Yeah. Oh, they're all leaving. I've got a bar mitzvah to attend. No, Aaron.
So then cars on the grid. Predictions in the chat, please. Is it going to be unsafe? Can Joker get his first win of the season? Is blue flag going to come through? Smith's going to come from the back.
I think Joker's going to win because I like Joker. I don't like any of the others.
Oh, we're around to find out then. 5 red lights, 11 laps of Kyoto. Yamagiwa reverse. Our go. It's a good start from the front row. Everybody away well. Blue flag's had a good start as well. He's now on the attack immediately of Joker. Is Joker going to send it down the inside?
It's him, Joker.
I thought he was going to. Glyn there trying to fend off Odon. Shoving onto the curb. Let's Stufer come for the attack.
Here comes Face Potter with the dive bomb.
T. Smith already up a couple of places at the back there. Oh, Face Potter leading on Stufer into the chicane. Mikey on the grass. As they come out the chicane, battling with Matman, who's gone backwards off the start. From 8th down to 11th already. T. Smith up to 12th. Oh, half-second penalty for second penalty for Face Potter. That's going to hinder him massively then. That's the front 5 trying to make a bit of a breakaway. Then it's Azure up front with the front 3. Oh, Joker's in hot there to the chicane. Sean Wire's going to put blue flag round the back of him once again. Is sideways. And now trying to get alongside up the hill. Unsafe release is already out of slipstream range as blue flag pinches Joker to the white line. Down the inside for the hairpin and through up into second place. He goes. They need to sort themselves out and quickly start chasing after unsafe release because Joker is fighting back up the hill. Going to go side by side for the S's. This will be brave. No, Joker thinks better of it. I think can they chase down unsafe release? He's already 1.3 seconds clear. Come round to the final corner to complete lap 1. The Spezzy car. The line then to start a lap 2. He lead 1.4 seconds then. Blue flag where Joker tucked around to his rear wing. They're down towards turn 1. Joker shows to the inside, but just showing in the mirrors and distract blue flag. Nothing doing then. Glyn well in 4th with Odon right behind him. Stufer going wide there, squaring off the corner, trying to fire it off. We've got the nice little train of cars and Zom, Mikey, T. Smith and Face Potter. Smith then up to 9th.
He's not going very fast, is he, Smith?
Not really, no. Oh, down the inside of Mikey into the hairpin though. Sends it deep. Mikey cannot shut the door, and that's going to let Face Potter up the inside of him as well. Mikey just about hangs on around the outside. Slots back in behind into 9th.
In a bold prediction that Face Potter's going to send it into the final corner for the lead from where he is.
Static Shocker battling with Nobby Norris and down the hill into the chicane. Oh, he's got it a little bit crossed up there though. Gathers it up though, nicely, well saved.
His livery's cool.
He is, he's done a very good job with them. When I came back, they're having a twitch in the background.
Just getting off the racing line, I respect it.
And up front, meanwhile, Unsafe has had a moment somewhere because that lead that was 1.4 seconds is now just 4 tenths. So the front 3 are converging. So either blue flag's got the magnets on or Unsafe has made a mistake.
Probably the latter. I'm staring at Brad first.
Ooh. Like some sour kvat with that, yeah. So Unsafe then jinking. As does Joker in the background then. Front 3 covered by 1.2 seconds now. Blue flag with the fastest lap of the race. Unsafe did a 48.5. Blue flag did a 47.7, which is quicker than he went in qualifying. Unsafe's on the grass. He's out wide at turn 1, and that's put blue flag right underneath that rear wing now. how easy it is to make a mistake in these Mazdas. They are very slippery and slidey. The background, it's 3 wide going into the chicane. Who is that? That was Zom, Mikey and Face Potter. They sort themselves out. Zom ahead of Face Potter with Mikey there, and all this battling is bringing Matman into the equation. Also catching... Oh, Glyn's had a drama, because he's now down in P7. Stufer in 6th. T. Smith has now found himself up in 5th. And Odon's now 4th. Probably punted Glyn off. Chicane come the leaders. So he's trying to break away again. Yeah, that's a good point. Zom versus Face Potter. Everybody's favourite battle. So always goes well. And Mikey's trying to get involved in this as well.
Are they side by side?
They are indeed. Zom and Glyn are as well. Zom leaning on Glyn, who was running really well. He's now found himself down 4 positions on this lap though. Glyn though around the outside. Keeps the speed high and gets back ahead of Zom. And now here comes Mikey. Matman's on the back of this train and Derek's not far off it either. Just through this as we go. Very tricky to follow through here. But he survives though. Mikey's now right on the back of Zom. He's looking up the inside the final corner, not quite close enough. Zom shuts the door. Trying to hold a tighter line. Zom though just covers the bit of track he needs. Face Potter is alright with them again as well. Mikey is pushing Zom down the straight then. Rexy taking bites at the back of that car. Oh, Mikey with a twitch there as he tries to get the car turned in.
He hates these cars, doesn't he?
He does. He's kept it together so far. It's three laps and a sector without any dramas. Big dramas. Oh, Zom's in the wall. And Mikey's throwing it off in the other direction.
Good line from Mike.
Through goes Face Potter. Matman through as well. Although Mikey's diving back up the inside of Matman to the hairpin. So I don't know if Zom going off spooked Mikey there and threw off on the opposite side.
Go on, Matman, push him.
Face Potter then covers to block. Now Mikey and Matman going side by side down the hill. Derek now getting involved with Zom. Matman trying to hang around the outside, but on the dirty line there. Oh, Mikey comes out the corner sideways and in the grass again. And through goes Matman, through goes Zom. And Derek might have him here as well. He does.
As much as I like some of the liveries on the grid, I don't like that one.
I don't think it really works on this car because obviously the lights is the eyes. It just looks a bit weird. So up the hill we go then. Derek now looking at Zom. Head down the S's for the 4th time.
To be fair, I wouldn't mind looking at Zom. He's a handsome man.
He is. Very handsome man.
So is Derek McDonald.
Oh, Derek.
Oh, Derek.
Well, Matman taking the high and wide line. Should give him a good slingshot down the straight, but has brought Zom back onto his tail. And let Face Potter make a bit of a break. Then Zom now right under the rear wing of the Newcastle livery car. Matman defending the inside, but Zom's going to find a gap up the inside. He's going to pinch him tight.
I don't like this.
Zom bomb incoming. Zom stays tight to the curb. Matman has a twitch mid-corner, and that's let Derek up the inside of him. Matman fights back. Matman then coming over, covers off Derek, trying to attack Zom around the outside into the first part of the chicane and give him the inside for the next bit, but Zom slots in ahead. Derek and Mikey are right there as well. And then looks at the inside, Mike up the inside of Derek. Good scrapping there from these guys. Next punch on a breakaway. Glyn settled back down again in P7. Stufer comfortably in P6. T. Smith in P4. Ahead of now Odon. He's chasing down Joker. Meanwhile, the front two made a little bit of a break. Then so Joker's just dropped away from the battle for the lead. Blue flag is hanging on to the coattails of Unsafe Felice. Blue flag with a 47.4. That's even quicker than he went in qualifying. So Blue flag has found the speed that he lacked in qualifying in the race when it matters. But can he get close enough again to Unsafe Felice to have an attack? Unsafe there, running a little bit wide on the exit there. So Unsafe through the mid corner was quicker, but Blue flag's had a better exit. He's bringing that gap back down again, then crossing the line. Unsafe release, 47.5, 47.7 for blue flag. Jake with a 48.8, Tom with a 47 flat. So Q Smith has found his speed.
Underwhelming.
And he's now hunting down a Joker. They're going to go well in 5th, although a bit lonely. That's a Stuffer. And Glyn. Face Potter is now taking some time out of it, and then this battle behind Zom, Mikey, Matman. Derek's just dropped away a little bit. Behind them, I came back up to 13th. Norby Norris a bit behind him in 14th. Slightly Shocker's early good form has apparently slipped away there. He had a 2:07 on lap 3, so I think he's had a drama. Off the back of the pack a little bit. And through the first part of this lap, then Unsafe has got that gap up to 1 second. However, he's all over the curbs there. Blue flag over the curb and the grass at a half-second penalty for blue flag. That's not what he needs. The cars making their way up and into this uphill, long right-hander. We'll see how much it really hurts the Ferrari's front left tyre later on. Of course, no tyre wear to worry about in this race. Stuffer keeping Glyn at arm's length. Thanks Potter also there or thereabouts in this battle for 9th. It's Matman and Mikey now, because Derek and Zom have slipped away. Well, as Zom gone, Zom's down to 13th. So Zom's had a drama. She's now behind. I came back over the crest of the hill. I came back there a little bit wide. It's very difficult to sort of see that turning point, that first part of the S's. He's managed to get it up for the rest of the second. Ooh, Zom there committed through the final part there over the curb. Kicks up some grass. Oh, just seen on the map, Tom having a massive drama. His arrow was full on sideways, in both directions.
His last lap as well.
48.2 there, so that bit was a drama on that last lap.
Really bad look.
7 tenths down this lap, although the way the arrows was sort of left. Oh, somebody's gone round further back. Who is that? Oh, it's Stuffer again.
Reset.
He has, yeah. He's been reset. Oh, and who was that going sideways? That's Derek.
Mike.
Derek's on the wall.
Oh, Derek.
Through he goes. I came back. Oh, he's been reset as what? Why is he resetting them from there? I think Zom's had a drama again as well, because he's not caught Derek, and he was right behind. I came back, and then I guess so Zom's had another drama. So it's all going wrong on this lap. Up front, the front two, still circulating just about in slipstream range. So looks like has gained through this lap. Gap now down to 6 tenths. Safe is quicker into that corner. Blue flag is quicker out of it. Although through the middle of the corner, Unsafe's had a better exit. So Tom in the background
defending this lead really well, wasn't he? Like, he's just keeping him at arm's length.
Done very well. They're just, like I say, just keeping him out of range. Early dramas there. Smith kicking up the grass out the final corner, but he is closing back in now on Joker. 47.4 on the last lap then, so he's gathered it back up again. Bear in mind, he was 7 tenths down his personal best in sector 1, so he's been only 4 tenths off his personal best. Means Smith had a very good end to that lap. Oda now in a very lonely P5. Glyn now back up to P6. Face Potter has been caught by Mikey. So Mikey's got his hammer down. 48.3 there. Mikey's gone almost 2 seconds quicker than his previous best lap. So Mikey got a lap hooked up finally.
I'm intrigued to know what went wrong for the previous 6 laps.
He was battling it. He was battling for a lot of them, to be fair.
Knowing Mike, it was a repeated mistake as well.
More than likely. When he proved last week, he's got front running pace. So he gets
We've said this. He's the most infuriating person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
I love him like a sister, right? But he infuriates the life out of me.
Yes.
No one, I don't think anyone I've ever met in my life has infuriated me to the level that Mike has. He's been racing for fucking years, and he's proven before that he can be right at the front. He just cannot cut out mistakes. It's impossible. And he's done the same bloody game for fucking years. It's like he's played the game for the first time, and then that's his level for life.
Yep. Can confirm. Mikey's sat in a sticky cockpit. Yeah. Thanks for that image. Let's look at the inside into the final corner, Pagani.
Of course he did. Dirty bastard.
Getting a bit twitchy though. Face Potter though is under all kinds of pressure now from Mike as they come out of the final corner. It's been a change for third. Meanwhile, T. Smith is up to third now, ahead of Joker. He's over the curbs though.
What are you doing, man?
Even the best
Where's
are
the
struggling.
spoiler?
In a minute.
The new hacks. Looks terrible, doesn't it?
It does. I think we should petition they has to have the sort of that spoiler on Joker's car. Joker sticking with him. Face Potter has pulled away a bit from Mike, and then Matman battling with Stufer, who unfortunately once again has snatched a mediocre result from a potentially promising one. That said, still 2.5 laps to go. Battling now over P9. Oh, Stufer, it's a left-hander, you need going right. That is how easy these cars are to lose. Oh, he's been reset again. However, he had such a big lead, he's rejoined, still ahead of I Came Back, although I Came Back is now right with him. Red Bull versus Monster. Battle of the energy drinks. Derek and P12. 13 seconds behind I Came Back. There's Derek and Otto having a big slide there. Noppy Norris is now ahead of Zom's having an absolute terrible race. He is going backwards. And I think we have a battle for the lead. We do. Blue flag has decided to close in. Gap is now just 2 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths. Still going up again. Oh, no, it's coming down again. Right, Seatside had a better exit this time. Joker also sticking with T. Smith in the background. As T. Smith's going to run out of laps to get in there. Over the curbs, goes unsafe. Sai then making a late charge, trying to put some pressure on. Goes purple though through sector 1. Still fairly equal then. The background there, T. Smith right up on the edge of the curbs. Mikey's ahead of Face Potter as well in the battle for 7th. Through the S's, oh, they're both sideways.
Oh, blue flag's got a run.
Yes, T. Smith is very sideways in the background.
It's closer than he's been.
This is the closest he's been. Can he find an opening then? He's got to do it now. He's got 1 1/4 laps left to find a way through. Try and take a point back in the standings.
Do it, it's turn 1.
Down the S's we go. See if they're just extending that lead there through the S's. Difficult to follow through there, trying to find your references. On the final corner we go, unsafe pulling a bit of a gap. Blue flag closing back in now on the exit. Here we go then, 1 lap to go. I don't think T. Smith's going to get there. These two have not been battling that hard, tripping each other off. It's made, even though Smith has made good progress and the fastest lap of the race, has not been able to catch the leaders yet. Let's see if they're getting the car to drift round the exit of turn 1. Half a second is the gap. Heading into the chicane for the final time. Blue flag closes in. Both cars having a bit of a slide as they get the power down. Blue flag closing in more. It's down to 3.5 tenths. We're going to have one chance at this maybe. Into the hairpin, it's a little bit wide. Oh, blue flag sideways on the exit though, but he's got the power down. He is closing. Here's the tricky bit though. This chicane here. Downhill through the long right, and then you've got to get it brake. Straighten it up. Oh, both of them sideways. I think besides had a good run, he has. He had a good run last time as well. T. Smith on the grass again. as is Joker. Blue flag right there once again, then into the long right, uphill. On safe there, a little bit quicker into the corner though. Just pulled a bit of an advantage away when it matters most. Blue flag running opportunity. T. Smith is in the wall again in the background. Down to the S's. Blue flag closing in. It's under 0.3 of a second. This is his probably one and only chance into the final corner. Can he force a mistake? Can he get the run? He's got a good run. One saves up on the curb. There's a chance. It's going to be a drag race.
Unsafe's got it, I think.
I think so. Oh, 83 thousandths of a second at the line. Superb effort, but just comes a little short. Then T. Smith gets third. Joker is fourth. It's going to be fifth. A very lonely fifth for Odon. Glenn's going to recover to P6, having been fourth early on. It's not a bad recovery from him. Flash the lights. Mikey going to come through for P7. That's a good recovery from Mike. Look at his lap time in the second half of the race was miles better. And Mikey gets P7, face pot to P8. Mattman's going to come home in P9. I came back then, coming home for a nice P10.
I've got T. Smith lashing out at me. I just texted him saying, expected more there, mate, that was poor. And he put, shut the fuck up. And then I put, you're all over the place. He said, have you driven at this track yet? No. But like...
Steve for P11. Derek McDonald is going to be P12. Robin Norris going to come home 13th. That Shocker is already over the line. So Zom then losing points to his nearest rival in that one. Going to hope to go better in the main race. But still holds a handy advantage then. He's crashed into the wall. He's not made it to the line. That was well done, Zom. Great job. And to the left. There we go. Is he finished? He's finished. It is another victory for Unsafe Release and adds another point to his lead. Going into the final two races.
Have you seen Tom's end of race message?
No. What was it?
It's annoyed me.
If you won't... I mean, he's got the intellect of Ricky Bobby, to be fair. Unsafe Release is the victorious by 85,000. T. Smith in third. Joker fourth, out on fifth, Glyn, Mikey and Face Potter round at the top 8. Then Matman, I came back, Stu for Derek, Nobby, Zom and Static Shocker, who will be on pole for the main race. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, but he's got no apostrophe in ain't, and he's got the wrong spelling of your.
This is true. I mean, you'd expect anything less, it's all Tom-glish.
Well, I was going to say, whoever's let him try and spell. I mean, he's managed to get 33% of that sentence wrong, which is impressive.
Especially so when his wife's a teacher as well.
Yeah.
Although she's probably sick of dealing with kids all day at school, so why would you want to teach another one when she gets
come
home?
home and deal with a more retarded one.
Yeah. Just gets a send special needs assistant for a home.
Old Neshel Speeds.
So then, down to our final two races of the season. Both of them in the Ferraris and the Mazdas are done. That's it. No more from Mazdas for GT2 or GT3. I'm sure there will be plenty of happy people on the grid to hear that. Right then, for the lobby to be reset. And then we've got our Ferraris. There we go. 32 laps. Soft, medium and hard compound tyre have to be used, so a minimum of 2 stops. No, we don't want to enter, I'm not racing tonight. And this one is very much a tyre killer circuit then. The front left tyre around here, because it is a primarily clockwise circuit, so most of the corners are right-handers. That front left tyre is going to take a beating, then the soft tyre really not going to last very long around here. And the medium taking a bit of a beating around here. And Stuber has upgraded his livery this week then for the first time this season. Still got the sort of gold and red, but he's got some anime on it this week. We're in Japan, so that's fair enough.
Ni hao.
Konnichiwa. Face Potter then in his traditional Spider-Man livery. Batman, of course, in the Newcastle car. Derek's got a new livery this week, or new colours.
Oh, Derek McDonald.
Everybody else still sat in the pits, so we can't see what they're on. They're making their way out then. Also, of course, switched to his title-winning livery from, God, what season was that? A long time ago. It's just bringing the PTSD back for SBY.
Is that when he turned up in a gold livery and didn't win?
Yes, that's the one. That was the
Still
race.
one of the best things to ever happen.
Yep. And then the next season in the Porsches, where he pretty much had the title wrapped up and then very nearly blew it and ended up tying on points with Donzo.
Yeah. To be fair, SBY is one of my favourite people in the world.
He is.
I find him hilarious.
He is.
I find him absolutely hilarious.
Especially
that gold livery was one of the best things to ever happen in FTRL.
He'd been dominant for so much of that season as well.
Yeah.
Unsafe, of course, Unsafe did lag out as well at Spa when he was leading, so there was that as well. But yeah, Shaw had that pretty much wrapped up. And then proceeded to bin it a couple of times, and Unsafe finished it on the last race. Fantastic. And then very nearly threw it away the next season, comfortably winning it into the final round, and then put himself in the gravel a couple of times. And tied with Donzo on points, but won it on count back of victories. So finding the grass. What else we got livery wise then? Odon's got a new livery this week. He's got Venom livery this week. Ditching the Iron Man one. And of course in his Valen car, Team Fox. Nobby Norris is following, I'm sure who that was, it was finding the wall. It's Stufa. In his traditional livery there. Mikey in his Skechers livery. Mikey back, of course, in the Red Bull car. Smith in the pits. Smith in the pits. Static Shocker in the pits. Joker in the pits. And Blue Flag in the pits. Start at 2025. What are we on now? We're on 2120. So 5 minutes then.
Don't need that long.
A minute. That's supposed to go. So who is currently on what time? So I've got McMahon probably starting on the mediums then. Mediums also for Face Potter. For Derek. Hards for Stufa. Hards for Odon. Safe is currently sat on the hard tyres, as is Glyn. Nobby Norris. Mikey. Mediums for IK and back. It's the soft tyre Static Shocker. Two flags on the mediums. Zombs on the hards. T Smith on the hard. Joker on the hards. So, yeah, this is a one track this season. I mean, we've seen a couple of races this season where certain tyres are really sort of get a bit of a pounding because there's so many long corners. Maggiore was a prime example of that. Long sweeping corners that really do just hurt certain tyres. Front tyre. And this is another one here where the hard tyre is probably going to be the better race tyre in this one, just because of its longevity. Even the mediums are struggling around here as Mattman's found the curb and the grass and a barrier and another barrier. Better do that now before you do it in the race. So he ports back to pit. Medium tyre, usually the better tyre to be on, but even that one is struggling around here in these high-low corners. He was in the background there just kicking up the dirt. It was Nobby Norris. Found the wall. Come on then, Poppy, get. No. No, just this car hates curbs, yes. I think last week was the prime example of how much this car hates curbs, because everywhere you went, you had to ride a curb, and the cars were sideways constantly, and it was terrifying.
Well, I'm hoping for a good race tomorrow and not lag out right at the end.
Yes. That'll be last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some problems with lagging out, because I lagged out of a race on Sunday as well.
I was battling for third.
Yeah.
And we got like about 85% through the race.
Yeah. Remember, then you just, up to win.
And it just went. I was gutted. It was Canada as well, my favourite track.
Also, Mr. Rommel's also decided to rage after he spun again.
Yes.
He's like, fucking hell, dude, and then put off.
And just left. I was like, oh god.
So, shall we be able to go shortly? Any predictions for this one then? Who do you think's going to win this one, Aaron?
Probably T. Smith.
Okay, well, who are the regulars do you think's going to win this one?
I think Unsafe will win it. I think he just looks that couple of % bit better than Blue Flag this season.
Yeah. I think Cy on wheel would be giving him a better run for most. To be fair to say, on pad, he's giving him a good run.
He must be back on his wheel now, surely.
I don't know.
I think he was waiting for parts for his wheel, but I'm fairly sure he must have it all by now.
Maybe. Well, the good news for GT2 stroke GT3 is that Unsafe has decided to sign up for GT1 next season, so they will be rid of him. So Pagano's just said he's still on pad, so.
Is he?
Yeah. I think we're about to get going shortly from Zom's message. Derek's car's got progressively more red throughout the season. We started off blue.
It's converting.
Yes. Oh, Steve would have been a 360 no scope. Safe has done the fastest time in the lobby on the hard tyre. Set a marker. He will though be starting down the back then, so the grid then for the next 32 laps starts like this. Static Shocker on pole, Zom is second, Nobby Norris in third, Derek is fourth, Stu for fifth, I came back in P6, then Macman and Face Potter, it's Mikey and Glyn, Odon, Joker, Blue Flag, Unsafe and T. Smith. And yes, we do have our Optimus Prime livery on Joker's car, as voted. Static Shocker is going to start on the softs, trying to lead us away. And away we go. 15 cars heading down towards turn 1 for the first time then. Static Shocker on those soft tyres should lead us away, then go too deep. He's gone a little bit wide. Sweep back though, but stays ahead. Zom tucks in behind him on the hard tyre. Oh, and that is Nobby Norris into the wall. And facing us. Hi, Nobby. Gives a wave. Static Shocker going a little bit deep to the chicane there, but hangs on to the lead. Zom though coming up to challenge. As he head up towards the hairpin for the first time. Down the inside he goes. And Zom hits the front. Static Shocker though trying to switch back on the exit. Use that traction he's got on the soft tyres. Nobby Norris is going again, but off the back of the pack then, so not the good start for him. Derek then around the outside for second place. Static Shocker having a bit of a drama through the chicane there. Stufer up to third. So who is on what tyres then? Zom's on the hard, leading the race, and Derek is on the medium tyre. It's the hard tyre for Stufer. Macman is on the medium tyre up the inside of Static Shocker, who's on the softs. I think he's the only one to start on those medium tyres for I Came Back then, who's now challenging for 5th and takes it then. 7th is Face Potter on the hards. Mike is on the hards, Glyn's on the hards. Odon's on the hard tyre, as is Joker, as is Blue Flag, as is T. Smith, as is Unsafe, as is Nobby Norris. So T. Smith ahead of Unsafe release, and he's gone backwards one.
Lots of people on the hards.
Yeah, challenging now Blue Flag, although Blue Flag sends him to the outside, and Unsafe release looking to get back down the inside of T. Smith. On the final corner, T. Smith's on the grass again. Oh, into Unsafe release.
Whoa.
This is not good for the Anglo-Deutsch relations, yeah.
No.
They both survive then as they get to the game. Joker's gone a little bit deep there, and Odon trying to switch back up the inside. I think Joker's just taken that place from Odon. Odon gets it back into turn, on the exit turn 1. Into chicane we go. Odon ahead then, but goes a little bit deep into the chicane. Joker now looking for a way through again. Safe Elise and Tom are battling as well. Unsafe up the inside into the hairpin. Smith having in the inside. We're going to try and come off the corner. Around the outside with the momentum. We're going to go side by side down the hill. And he has edged back ahead. Joker again gets past Odon. This time makes it stick. Well, who was that having a squeal? There's somebody off. It's Matman. Oh, shame for him. Glyn's had a moment then and dropped back 3 places, 4 places, and as T. Smith gets him as well. So Glyn also having a drama into the chicane. On that lap it is very tricky. Then Mikey up to 7th. Static Shocker still going well in 6th, just behind Face Potter. Came back well in 4th. Stufer in 3rd. Very 2nd, and Zom still leading the way. This is good for Zom on those hard tyres. And that's Stufer going very wide into the final corner. He has squared it off. Top 3 covered by 0.8 of a second. Oh, he's on the grass and he's round. Oh no. Is he in the pits? He's stayed out the pit. Oh, Static Shocker's up as well. He's synchronised spinning out the final corner. Stufer down to 12th. Oh, Static Shocker down to 13th. There's Matt Man, who was also in a drama. And Dobby Norrison, so Static Shocker is stuck against the barrier. Derek taking the lead meanwhile from Zom on the run down towards turn 2. So Derek leads. Oh, and I came back so straight on.
He's just going well.
Car's going off
Fair
left.
play to him for a good rejoin there, because that's a difficult place to spin.
Car's going off left, right and centre on this lap. Big shit in there for a number of drivers then, and what that has done is put T. Smith into 6th, Blue Flag to 5th, and Safe Elise is now 8th. Joker P10. So this is good news for Blue Flag. He's got a couple of cars between himself and Unsafe Release. Are they going to stay there though is the question then. Derek then having got to the lead now, trying to make a bit of a break. He's on the medium tyre, so he should have the speed to pull away from Zom, but Zom keeping him honest. Zom's really gelled well with this Ferrari. A number of good results this season. Where his arch nemesis is behind him. At the moment there's 2 seconds between them, but can the Face Potter bridge that gap, bringing Mikey with him as well. Those two were battling for a good chunk of the Mazda race. Mikey prevailed in that one. Blue Flag and T. Smith nose to tail as well out of the final corner. T. Smith looking for the inside, is he? Pulls out now as they head down towards turn 1. Blue Flag going to let him have it, is he? Sticks right out on the outside there. Through goes T. Smith. Up to 5th place then, filling in for Monte Carlo. Up in the curbs. Through the S's we go. Hold on, Unsafe. Glyn and Joker. We've got the cars who've had some dramas. Starting with Stufer. I came back. Matman. Nobby Norris. Static Shocker. Then through the S's on. Okay, staying with him. So the medium tyres are not that much of an advantage around here compared to the hards. You do need to manage them a little bit here. Not like other circuits where you can just push the medium tyre all the way. It will not last around here because you've got lots of high velocity long corners like that hairpin there, which really stresses that front left tyre. So even the medium tyre is going to not last for a full fuel tank for probably the first time this season, I think. Zom sticking with Derek, although it's tricky to follow down there behind them. Face Potter and Mikey are now together. Mikey around the outside. Final corner. Face Potter hangs on the inside though and takes the place back, but Mikey will have the momentum off the corner. Face Potter's going to shut the door, and T. Smith has arrived on the scene.
Here he comes.
Blue Flag not far behind him. Mikey chops to the inside. Looking for a move into turn 1. T. Smith to the outside. Gets on the curb. T. Smith has got to run around the outside, I think, here. Decides better off it there. Mikey just gives him a quick hip check. Bounces over the curbs. Blue flag right there was with him. Poppy, stop attacking my leg. What attention to come sit on my lap again, for God's sake. Sit there staring at me. Retard. Hold on. Getting very sideways out of the hairpin there. And so Felice still tucked up behind him, so not making huge progress at the minute. And Joker has cleared Glyn for 9th. And Stufa and Matman, I came back still together. Robin Norris just a little bit behind them. And then you can see we're on lap 5, and look at how worn the front left tyre of Static Shocker's car is. That soft tyre is struggling around here, especially on a full fuel tank around here. That front left is going to get 5, maybe 6 laps on lower fuel, but it's not the track this one for that tyre, unfortunately. I think the wear around here is even worse than at oh dearie mate, that's gone very wrong. Worse than at Maggiore. Derek's lead now up to 2.4 seconds. He is pulling away. T. Smith then up to 3rd. They've cleared face pots, and Mikey, who's now slipped back behind Odon. Where has Mikey gone? We've had a Mikey moment, and we missed it. Oh, fuming. Mikey down to 13th then, so having battling for 3rd. He's now added 10 points to his thing as T. Smith up to 3rd, then blue flag 4th. Face potted down to 5th. Now got Odon and Unsafe and Joker right behind him. Yeah, probably begun. He has momentarily left the party, so don't know if he's now lagged out of the party as well as lagging out of the race last week. Around the hairpin we go. So Felice now he's now got under some pressure from Joker. Then he still tucks up behind Odon, not find a way through, and now he's under attack from behind as well. Optimus Prime has arrived and gets enough of an advantage through the final corner to stay ahead, but Joker's got to run again here. We're going to see a move into turn 1. He is closing in the slipstream, then he's going to pop to the inside nice and early, show his intentions. Unsafe though, just kind of squeezes him. Into the chicane we go there. Oh, Joker's a little bit wide there, misses that first curb. See Glyn now watching a brief in the background. Unsafe Felice has got a run on Odon for the first time here. He's down the inside of the hairpin. He can try and make that move. Makes it stick, and through he goes. Good move there from Unsafe, and so immediately going from being under attack to being on the attack. And through he goes. Bouncing through the... Oh, is that the Watts face potter? Face potter in the Spider-Man car. Slipping back all the way down to P9. So that's a shame for him there. And a good run, but that chicane is so tricky. So Felice has gone very hot into the hairpin there. Runs a very wide line, but gets it cut back there and had enough of an advantage over Odon. It wasn't under threat. Start to dump it through the S's once again. And they're on the brakes there, rather than just lifting. Trying to get the car settled. Bounces off that curve, jerks out wide. Joker closing in. And then you see you've got to wait for an eternity in the dirt. Yeah, they're Glyn also. They're struggling to get the car around the final corner there in the dirty air. Just understeering. Down we go again to turn 1. Battle going on there. What's going on further ahead? The blue flag has pulled nicely away there. He's now closing in on Zom. All these cars on the hard tyre. T. Smith in second then. Not catching Derek. Derek's doing a very good job at the minute. In the lead. Pacing himself nicely. Got just under a 4-second gap. So yeah, good paces from Derek. 37 flat on the last lap with purple there through sector 2. So Derek having a very strong lap here. Fuel burning off now. But you can see how much tyre wear there is on that front left tyre. coming there to put a lap on static shocker. Tyres heating now when he's now on the hards. And the final corner he comes in. Again, T. Smith there kicking up the dirt at the final corner. Blue flag then. That gap over Unsafe Release has shrunk massively very quickly then. So 37 flat, let's start at 47. That can't be right. No, 39.3. So Blue flag had a bit of a drama on that lap. He's lost 2 seconds to Unsafe Release. So that gap and the advantage he had has evaporated, which is not ideal. Shocker going to get out of the way of Blue flag then. Is he also going to get Unsafe Release away here? He does. Unsafe will have a slightly compromised run through the S's. Joker on the back of Odon. Glyn has got Face Potter recovering. We got batter and Matman meanwhile has also got himself back into this battle and has brought Stufer with him. And of course both had dramas earlier on. Mikey did a 48.0 on the last lap, so he's had a drama. A slip back to Nobby Norris. Up front then, Derek is serenely on his way. However, T. Smith is now just starting to claw him back ever so slightly. Derek then down through the S's. Nice and tidy. It's a good stintness from Derek. Should set him up nicely for later on. Like I said, the medium tyres fairly consistent there. So in the 37s the last 4 laps. And if he is losing pace to T. Smith, there's no thing to be ashamed of in that. Again, 37.4. So Derek doing a solid job at the moment. T. Smith's just on the fastest lap of the race, a 36.2. Zombies also hanging on well, despite being caught earlier on by Blue flag, who's now got Unsafe Release all over the back of him. Then you're not going to want to let him through, because that is the battle for the championship as well at the moment though. Let's look at the fuel situation. So Derek is on just under half a tank, so he's doing well on fuel. T. Smith a little bit worse on fuel, and Derek, there he is catching him. Zom they're nearly just under half tank as well. Blue flag is quite a bit worse off. Unsafe Release is bang on half, so Unsafe Release is both being quick and good on fuel. He's got the best fuel out of everybody that we've seen so far. Joker now in P6, so he's cleared Odon. He is about where the majority are, just under half a tank. Odon, as expected, is quite a bit worse off. He's now down to just over a quarter of a tank. So I think on fuel alone, Odon's going to be doing a 3-stop race. As he comes back to challenge Joker. He's got a good exit out of the chicane there. He's got the inside for the long right-hander, and he's going to go through on the inside, but Joker's trying to sweep around the outside, keep the speed up. They're going to go off the corner side by side. Joker now should have the momentum to ease back ahead, and he does. So it's a good battle there from these two. Joker staying ahead. Now he's got to lift heavily then through the S's. The dirty air. And now he's got to worry about the Valen car behind him. And then recovering Matman as well, going well in 9th. So where are we up to with the fuel? We're on Unsafe Release, weren't we? So Joker, about the same. Odon, as we mentioned already, going to be quite a bit worse because he uses automatic gears. Glyn doing okay on fuel. We've seen Glyn being one of the better ones to be here, but he's a little bit down, probably about where everybody else is at the moment. Matman's actually a little bit better on fuel than him, so Matman doing a very good job on fuel. And having good pace as well. Stufer, another one who's really burning through his fuel. And also those hard tyres, that front left to take an absolute battering from Stufer's car. Face Potter is the worst on fuel, which is again fairly consistent. As another one who uses auto gears. Why is Mikey on auto gears? 12th Mikey. So quite low on fuel. actually, it's just on, maybe. And I'm telling a lie. I thought it said 80. It was automatic, but they all say 80, so. So T. Smith now leads the race. He's caught and past Derek, whose tyres are looking particularly second-hand. In fact, I think he's going to peel off here. Derek. Yep, Derek is in then, so. First stop for the former race leader off of those medium tyres. That's a good stint there from Derek. Now, what does he pick? Is he going to go into the hards? Soft tyre for Derek then, so he's just short fueled. He's come out in P11. Ahead of Mikey, he's got Stufer just ahead of him. But Stufer, I think, will be in. Or maybe even this time around, he's really eaten that front left tyre. Even if it's the hard tyre then, so big tyre with FMU. Look how much difference there is there between Stufer's and Pace Potter. Both of them on the hard tyre, but I wonder if Stufer has not moved his brake bias backwards. They're very quickly going to have Derek with them. Batman now all over the back of Odon. I'm better on fuel, and though Odon better on tyres, but he is